Before you can sell anything online, even your freebie, you need one thing: a place to send people. Not a complicated website, just a simple, clean online store that tells people who you are, what you offer, and makes it easy for them to buy. In this episode, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up yours using my store as a live example, step by step. Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Emma and this is episode 5 of 0 to Thousands Building from Scratch. If you haven't watched the previous episodes yet, go back and start from the beginning. I have covered your niche, platform, business model, and freebie. Now it's time to build the home for all of that, your store. Also, I will leave my Stand Store affiliate link in the description. You can get 14 days for free to test it out. Now, let's get into it. Before we talk about setup, let me give you an honest overview of your options as a beginner. There are several platforms you can use to host your freebies and sell your digital products. The most popular ones are Stand Store, Beacons, Gumroad, and Payhip. I personally use both Stand Store and Beacons, and I want to show you both because they look very similar and actually share the same identity in my business. My Stand Store is my main store and my Beacons store is my backup. Some clients prefer it and it works perfectly well too. So each one should you start with? Here's my honest take. Beacons is a great starting point. It's more affordable, easy to use, has everything a beginner needs. If budget is a concern right now, start with Beacons. It's one of the best options to get your store live fast without spending much. Stand Store is where I do most of my business today. It has a beautiful layout, powerful features, great analytics, and their support team is excellent. Whenever I have had a technical issue, they have helped me immediately. That kind of support matters when you're running a real business. Stand Store also sends you a physical plaque when you hit sales milestone, which honestly feels amazing. Gumroad and Payhip are also solid free options. I tried Payhip personally and it wasn't for me, but many creators love it. Gumroad, it's very popular and works well, especially for digital products. So my recommendation for beginners with zero budget, it will be Beacons or Gumroad. When you're ready to invest in a more professional setup, move to Stand Store. And whatever you choose, keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. A clean, focused store will always convert better than a messy, overload one. Before I show you how to set up your store, I needed to share the most important rule. Because I have done store audits for my clients, and this is the #1 mistake I see every single time. Do not add too many products to your store. I know it sounds counterintuitive. More products means more sales, right? Wrong. And here's what actually happens. When a potential client lands on your store and sees 10 different products, they get confused. They don't know where to start. They don't know what's right for them. And confused people don't buy, they leave. Look at my Stand Store right now. I have 3 main products, 1 service, and 3 free resources. That's it. Clean, organized, easy to navigate it. My Stand Store is divided into 3 clear sections. It starts here, which has my main paid products, private services and links, which has my one-on-one call and external links, and free resources, which has my 3 free guides. Everything has a place. Another thing to think about it is how are you going to promote 10 different products at the same time? You can't. You will spread yourself thin and promote nothing effectively. My main offer was Threads Formula for over a year. That focus is a big reason it succeeds. People on Threads knew me as the creator of Threads Formula. That clear identity built trust and made selling natural. My second main product only came after a full year, Business Automator, because after a year of running my business, I found a real effective way to automate as much as possible. I am a software developer. I would automate everything if I could. And I created that product to share exactly what I do to work less and earn more. The lesson here is simple. Be intentional, focus on a few main offers, do them really well, then expand. Now let me walk you through exactly how to set up your store. I'm going to use my Stand Store as the live example, and I will show you my screen as I explain each step. Step 1, create your account and set up your profile. Go to Stand Store or any store you like it and create your account. You will set up your profile name, your photo, and a short bio. Keep your bio simple and clear. Mine says helping you build a life on your own terms, short and on brand. Step 2, choose your design. In the Stand Store, go to Edit and Design, use the different layout options. My advice, always choose the simplest possible layout. The goal here is to let your products grab attention, not the store design itself. Keep it direct, clean, and easy to browse. I use a simple black theme, it matches my brand and looks professional without being distracting. Step 3, create your sections. Stand Store lets you organize products under customer section names. This is one of my favorite features because it makes your store look incredibly organized. I created Start Here, private service and links, and free resources. Choose section names that make sense for your business and guide your visitor naturally through your store. Step 4, add your first product. Click Add Product. For a digital product like a PDF guide, you will go through a few steps. First, you pick a style. I use Callout, which shows image, title, subtitle, and button. Then you upload your thumbnail image, add your title and subtitle, and a button text. For your button text, don't just write buy now, make it feel natural. Use a get my guide or buy here. It feels less like a transaction and more like a recommendation. Step 5, the most important part, your product description. This is where most beginners lose sales, and I know this because it's one of the main reasons my clients book calls with me. A weak description means no conversions. Here's what I do and what I recommend you do too. Go to Etsy and search Stand Store Canva templates. You will find many beautiful sales page templates you can edit in Canva. They are already sized perfectly for Stand Store. Find one that fits your brand and buy it. They are usually very affordable. Then open the template in Canva and edit it in your way. Start with if you are and describe the exact person your product is for. Then talk about their struggles. After that, immediately show the solution with what you will learn. Then add testimonials for real clients if you have them. If you don't have testimonials yet, that's completely fine. I didn't have any when I created my first product. Once you get your first customers, you can go back and add them. Don't let that stop you from launch. When you're done, save the Canva template as an image and upload it inside the description body on Stand Store. This converts so much better than plain text. It looks more visual, more professional, and much easier to understand at a glance. I highly recommend this approach for better conversions. Step 6, upload your digital product file. Under the checkout page, you will find the option to upload your digital product. This is where you drag and drop your PDF or file. Stand Store will automatically send to every customer who purchases, completely hands-free. You don't need to do anything manually. And step 7, set up your price and publish. Set up your price, review everything, and click publish. Your product is now live on your store. Now let's talk about pricing because this trips up a lot of beginners. When I created my first product, I didn't overthink it. I looked at the value it provided, checked what similar products were selling for, and choose a price that felt fair and easy for someone to say yes to. My first product is started at $27, and here's my framework for beginners. A mini guide or checklist, price it between $7 to $17. A more complete guide or course, price it between $27 to $49. A premium course or program, $97 and above. Most creators start around $27 because it's affordable enough for impulsive purchase while still generating real revenue. Think about it, 100 sales at $27, it's already $2,700. And you can always increase your price over the time as you add more value to the product. That's exactly what I did. Every time I improved Thread's formula and added more content, I raised the price. And one more thing about pricing, and this is something most people don't talk about it. It's called charm pricing. Have you ever noticed that most digital products are priced at $27, $47, $97 instead of $30, $50, $100? That's not random. Our brains focus on the leftmost digit when scanning a price. So 49 feels like 40 something, but 50 immediately feels like $50. That small perception shift makes a real difference in conversions, especially for lower ticket products. That's why you see prices ending in 7 or 9 everywhere in digital marketing. It's not magic. The value of your product is still the most important factor, but it's a small detail that can make a meaningful difference. Now let's recap what we covered today. Choose a platform that fits where you are right now. Behance or Gumroad to start for free. Stand store when you're ready to invest in something more professional. Keep your store clean and focused. 3 to 5 products maximal. Use clear section to organize your store and create a beautiful sales page and use a Canva template from Etsy. Upload your digital product and let the platform handle delivered automatically. Price your first product between $17 to $27 to get your first customers and testimonials fast. So your action step for this episode is create your store account today, whether that's Behance, Gumroad or Stem Store. Set up your profile, add your freebie from the last episode and get your store link live. You don't need everything perfect. You just need to start. My Stem Store affiliate link is in the description. You get 14 days free to test everything before committing. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if this episode helped you. It helps more people to find this free series, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the episode 6, where we're going to talk about how to create your digital product. See you in the next one. Bye!